Scholar, Lillian will graduate from our STEAM Academy with an AP Capstone Diploma, a Fine Arts Diploma with distinction in Visual Arts, and a Science Diploma with distinction. Lillian is a member of the National Honor Society, the Art Honor Society, the French Honor Society, the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, the Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, and the Service Honor Society. While at John Carroll, Lillian has served as the captain of the academic and mock trial teams. She has also shadowed in the neurology department at MedStar to further her passion in science. Outside of school, Lillian was a competitive dancer for 14 years at Rage Box Dance Studio. Junior year, Lillian received the Judith Resnick Award in recognition of her high achievement in mathematics and science, and earlier this week, she received the Religion Medal and the School Spirit Award at our Senior Awards ceremony. In the fall, Lillian will study neuroscience at the University of Tennessee on a pre-med track. It is my honor to introduce Lillian Walker, class salutatorian.
Good morning, faculty, staff, family, friends, and hello to the class of 2025. Hey, we made it. My name is Lillian Walker, your salutatorian, here to welcome you all to the most fulfilling day yet in our lives. Today almost doesn't feel real. We have endured difficult classes, exams, and challenges to get here, and now the fruits of our efforts are shown in the form of caps, gowns, and most importantly, diplomas. First, we must acknowledge the challenges we faced and our resilience in overcoming them. The class of 2025 was the first to come out of COVID fully in person. Most of us had lost an entire year of middle school socialization, starting us off on a rather awkward beginning to high school. I remember hearing "pull your mask over your nose" constantly in the hallways and being lost in a sea of faceless people. Look at us now. If you had told freshman me that I would know the name of everyone in my class, she would have laughed in your mask-covered face. Despite our challenges, I fully believe we have become unified over our time at JC. I can always count on an excited crowd at football games and for an array of costumes during Spirit Week. Now that we have learned what it means to be a class of patriots, though, we must depart from one another, having this new, unified foundation. We all started at a school with a certain mascot. Some were Dalmatians, bulldogs, huskies, squirrels, flames, dragons, Scotty dogs, owls, and a myriad of other animals. A few, including me, were gators. Now, we are all patriots. But what does that mean? As we approach the fulfillment of our high school careers in a few moments, it means that we are prepared to positively influence a global society as critical thinkers and creative problem solvers while being socially responsible, spiritually centered, and morally grounded in our Catholic beliefs. Our mission statement is fulfilled, and what's more, we have a new motto thrown at us: once a patriot, always a patriot. Even as we go on to different schools with different logos, mottos, and missions, we will always have our base in this one, in the Patriots mission. When considering the journey to get to this point, what is most important about being a patriot is that every single one of us chose to become one. Every one of us made the choice to take part in the school, to come here for their education, and I can now see the effects of that decision. Not only do I hope the best for all of you, but I can also tell you are all individuals with promise and a voice ready to go out into the world and make changes. We may have come from a variety of backgrounds, but at this moment we stand together as one evolved class, with all of our own trials and challenges to bring us to this point, and that is something to be celebrated. It wasn't just the milestones, though, that brought us to be unified now, but the little moments too. I will never forget the moment when I learned that my individual actions support our class and our school as a whole. Although it sounds silly, it shows the journey that we've all made coming together as a class. I had just given a talk on junior retreat about how I found my faith and my path to conversion. This talk was deeply personal, and I was more focused on how much my hands were shaking and on how much it had impacted our juniors. Days later, I found out that some of the juniors on that retreat had felt inspired by my journey and written about it unprompted in their assignments. This is when I realized I had the power to cause change, to make a difference. I hope you all can think of a story similar to mine, because I promise you, you have that same strength. After that moment, I became more outgoing, putting more effort into friendships as well as acquaintances, hoping it may make their day just a little bit better. And I know for a fact you guys have the same strength, because I began to notice in all of you as well. As we grew as a class, I saw us begin to speak to others we would otherwise have no connection with, and we began to merge into a whole class rather than a group of people put together after being isolated for almost 2 years. This is the most important journey we could have made in our high school careers. The journey of kindness and respect, but also learning to embody a mission, to take heart what our mentors have in mind for us. I see the outcomes now as we prepare to receive our diplomas, a landmark of our growth as students, and my goodness, have we achieved it. In this moment of celebration, it is important to ground ourselves on a hallmark of our growth, our faith. A verse that I believe best symbolizes our class is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7, which says simply, "I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith." I know we have truly accomplished this, otherwise we would not be here today. Class of 2025, we have overcome great challenges with God's aid, and here we are at the finish line. All there is left to do is cross it. Thank you, and good luck.